A burned-out sniper is betrayed by his handler and finds himself trapped in an all-glass penthouse by a lethal competitor and must find a way to survive and escape with little to no cover between him and the killer. Intrigued? Let's dive in. But before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on our weekly movie breakdowns and hidden gem recommendations. Now grab a snack and let's dive in. Take Cover opens with Sniper Sam, Scott Adkins, and his spotter, Ken, Jack Parr, keeping watch on their target while joking around and debating whether they believe in God. Sam's more skeptical, while Ken takes things lightly. Their back and forth is funny and casual, until things go wrong. Just as Sam takes the shot, a woman steps in the way and gets hit instead. Sam freezes, clearly shaken. Ken tells him to focus, saying anyone close to a drug dealer isn't exactly innocent. Sam regains his aim and takes a second shot, this time hitting the real target. The incident leaves Sam deeply shaken. He can't stop thinking about why a woman would risk her life for a known arms dealer. The guilt pushes him to consider walking away from his life as a government assassin. But before he can step away from the job, his handler, Tamara, calls and convinces him to take on one final assignment in Frankfurt. When Sam and Ken arrive, they're taken to a sleek, glass-walled penthouse. Tamara calls it a parting gift. Soon, two women, Mona and Lily, arrive, introduced as a treat by the hotel manager. Mona reads palms and hints at danger in Sam's future. Ken brushes it off, but tension builds fast. The manager suddenly throws open the curtains, letting the sunset pour in. Sam, always alert, sees a risk. An open view like that is a sniper's dream shot. He calmly insists the curtains stay shut. The manager smiles, talking about the beautiful view. But Sam isn't here for the scenery. He's here to stay alive. Once the hotel manager left, Sam finally opened up. He told Ken he was done. No more missions, no more tomorrow. He was serious about retiring. Ken didn't take it well. He'd always seen Sam as the perfect teammate, and the thought of going solo clearly rattled him. He asked Sam to think it over, to maybe delay the decision. But Sam was firm. The memory of the mayor's wife still weighed on him, and that guilt hadn't gone away. Still, he reassured Ken, said he had what it takes to thrive on his own, whether as a sniper or a spotter. Ken eventually nodded, the reality sinking in. Maybe it was time for him to start thinking about life after this job, too. Later, Ken laid back for a massage, trying to relax. Sam, on the other hand, wasn't in the mood. He skipped the massage and started chatting instead. Curious, he asked the women for their names. The one from Ukraine introduced herself as Lily. The other, wearing a red dress, was Mona, from Mexico. Sam still wasn't interested in a massage, so Mona tried a different approach. She offered to read his fortune. Half curious, half amused, Sam played along and asked her to tell him what was on his mind. Mona took his hand and gave a surprising prediction. She claimed Sam would outlive everyone else in the room, and that deep down, he had a strong belief in God. Ken couldn't help but laugh. He reminded Mona that Sam had just said he didn't believe in any higher power. Still joking, Ken added that if she pulled out a crystal ball, he'd give her $100. Without missing a beat, Mona reached into her bag and revealed one. Ken and Sam both burst out laughing, but Mona soon admitted it was fake, just a prop to impress clients. A moment later, the hotel manager returned with a waitress carrying their dinner. Trying to create a relaxed mood, he opened the curtains again, insisting that the night view was too beautiful to ignore. But Sam's instincts kicked in. He told him to close them immediately. Then he saw it, a glint across the street, the unmistakable flash of a sniper's scope. "Down!" he shouted. Gunfire cracked through the air. Chaos exploded in the room. Lily and Mona screamed and hit the floor. Sam rushed to close the drapes, but before he could, the waitress attacked him, revealing she wasn't just there to serve food. But before the waitress could strike, a shot rang out. And it wasn't aimed at Sam. The enemy sniper outside accidentally hit her, killing her instantly. The shock barely had time to settle before the hotel manager launched his own surprise attack on Sam. The two clashed in a brutal fight, crashing into furniture and trading blows. Sam eventually overpowered him, but in the struggle, he fell onto the curtain remote, flinging the curtains wide open again, putting everyone in plain view. Realizing they needed help, the group frantically asked about their phones. Lily's was closest. Ken made a run for it, dodging bullets as the sniper kept firing. Just then, Lily, frozen in fear, stood up, directly in the line of fire. Sam quickly pulled her back down and told her to stay low, reassuring her that everything was going to be okay. Thinking fast, Sam told Ken to call Tamara. She was the only one who might be able to help them get out of this alive. Ken managed to get through and urgently explained. They were under sniper attack and needed backup. Tamara answered the call sounding shocked, asking who could possibly be after them. Ken suggested it might be revenge from the mayor's crew, the same one they took out just 2 weeks ago. Tamara told them to sit tight. Her team, she claimed, would handle the sniper within 20 minutes. But before they could even breathe, the hotel manager, who was somehow still alive, sprang back into action, lunging at Sam with surprising force. Sam fought him off again, and this time Ken joined in, shoving the manager through the doorway and out of the hotel. Just as Ken ducked behind the door for cover, the sniper outside finally landed a hit. Ken took a bullet and dropped, bleeding badly. 10 minutes later, Sam got another call from Tamara. Her voice was calm now. She claimed her team had taken out the threat and told Sam to look toward Gaze West. There, a flashing light would signal that the sniper was dead, and it was safe to move. Relieved, Sam exhaled. "We're clear," he says as he tells everyone to come out of hiding. Mona, still cautious, tells him to go out first if he's so sure that the sniper has been taken out. However, before Sam could proceed, Mona cautioned him to remain watchful. Sam stepped toward the window, still cautious. But just as he peeked out, gunfire exploded again. Another sniper. That's when it hit him. The enemy wasn't a leftover from an old mission. This assassin was one of Tamara's own. Sam quickly pieced it all together. Tamara had set them up. She didn't like the idea of Sam retiring, claiming that he was developing a conscience. She explains that he's too good of a sniper for them to let go, and he'll become a major problem if he turns on them one day. Frustrated, Sam demanded to know what she really wanted from him. Tamara didn't sugarcoat it. "You walking away? That's the problem," she said. She admitted she relied on him more than he realized. Sam then asked how she found out about his plans and why Ken was also on the kill list. Tamara casually revealed the truth. The entire hotel was bugged. She'd been listening the whole time. And if Sam was going to bow out, she figured Ken would probably follow. That made them both liabilities. Meanwhile, bullets kept flying. The sniper under Tamara's command didn't let up. And then, it happened. Lily, growing impatient and terrified, ran from her hiding spot. She was immediately shot, collapsing on the spot. Everything fell apart after that. Only Sam and Mona were left. Sam looked for a way to shield them and spotted the curtain remote again. But when he got to it, it was useless, completely broken. The curtain stayed open, and the sniper still had a clear shot. Tamara wasn't finished. Over the speakers, she revealed that every form of communication in the penthouse had already been intercepted. Sam couldn't call for help, not even if he tried. And just when he thought things couldn't get worse, he spotted the tiny CCTV lens watching from the corner of the room. She had been watching them the entire time. Furious, Sam ripped it down and smashed it. That set Tamara off. Her voice came back, colder than ever. "You're not getting out. That door's mine, and so is your fate." The sound of boots echoed in the hallway. Tamara's soldiers were closing in. Sam quickly told Mona to hide and dove toward the table, reaching for his weapon. The footsteps grew louder. He crouched, heart pounding, waiting for a clear shot. Sam reached for his weapon. Good at his job, he aims at the enemy sniper and fires at his spotter, killing him with a single clean shot. "An eye for an eye," he muttered, referring to his spotter and friend Ken, who the sniper killed. But that shot gave away his position. Within seconds, Tamara's men stormed the room, raining bullets. Sam scanned the room. His weapon was out of reach. Skillfully, Sam uses fire to cause a distraction and takes out most of the men. One of them grabbed Mona and held her at gunpoint, forcing Sam to freeze. He bends slowly, pretending to drop his weapon, but ends up taking out the man. Standing, the sniper fires a shot at him, but misses. He ducks and joins Mona on the floor. Mona asks him what it will take for them to get out of this situation. He replies that if he can get to his rifle, he'll end the enemy sniper in seconds. Then Mona reached into her pocket and pulled out a small, worn photo of her daughter. She looked Sam in the eye. "If I don't make it," she whispered, "promise me you'll find her?" and raise her like your own." He nods in agreement. More of Tamara's men rushed into the penthouse, and Sam was forced to fight again. Being heroic, Mona exposes herself and grabs Sam's weapon, saving his life. Unfortunately, the sniper across the street fired again, and Mona was killed instantly. Devastated but focused, Sam picked up his rifle and took out the sniper with a single, precise shot. Now only he remained, locked inside the room. That's when he realized Ken was still alive. Sam helped him to the bed, and Ken, weak and bleeding, told him the only way out was to jump. Sam hesitated, knowing they were on the top floor. Just then, a drone appeared outside the window, sent by Tamara and heavily armed. Sam fired at it several times, but the drone was too strong to bring down easily. While Sam was dealing with the drone, Ken had been quietly working on something using the silk sheets in the room. After spotting a gas stove on the balcony, Sam used it to trigger an explosion that destroyed the drone. He rushed back to Ken only to find that he had passed away. But beside him was a carefully arranged escape plan. Ken had tied the silk sheets together and secured them to the balcony. As more of Tamara's men stormed the building, Sam used the makeshift rope to jump out the window. He landed safely in a dumpster below, whispered a quiet thanks to God, and vowed to make Tamara pay. Months later, the story shifts to Dubai, where Tamara is seen relaxing and chatting on the phone, unaware that the voice on the other end is Sam, ready to take his revenge. Tamara, confident in her escape plan, told Sam he'd never find her since she was no longer in her home country. But Sam calmly revealed he already knew she was in Dubai. Shocked, Tamara ended the call and hurried out of the airport. As she approached the restroom, a little girl playing nearby subtly switched the restroom sign. Tamara, feeling secure, instructed her guards to stay alert and stepped inside. Moments later, a janitor walked in. It was Sam in disguise. A single gunshot rang out, followed by several more. The guards stormed in too late. When the gunfire stopped, Sam calmly stepped out, holding the hand of the young girl, Mona's daughter, now under his care. And that's a wrap on Take Cover. What would you do if you were double-crossed and the whole building turned against you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if this recap had your pulse racing, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. More explosive breakdowns are coming your way. Until next time, stay locked, stay loaded, and stay alive.